You are a goofball. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another Full Buddy Cast Presents episode of Garage Night. Garage Night, really brought to you by no one, but please go visit the people. Go visit the people like Andy. Go visit them. Go hit him over at Enumclaw Mazatlan, even though he didn't, sponsor my wife's softball team this year. Still go. It's cool. Andy's a good dude. And then also go to Bordeaux Wine Bar. That's fun. We hung out with Kim and John, johnsbeaver.com, at the Bordeaux Wine Bar. And then also Dan the man. Dan doesn't know this yet. I've been waiting to tell him this, but he lives 4 houses down from my my brother-in-law who just bought a place in his area. And my brother saw this, my brother-in-law saw this, picture of, or the video of Dan coming up in front of my house. And he's like, oh yeah, that truck is 4 houses down. And sure enough, there it was. And so I almost took a picture when I drove by to go visit my brother-in-law of Dan's ice cream truck out there and parked in front of his house, but then and sent it to him. But I thought that'd be too creepy. And I'm not creepy. I'm just probably the least creepiest guy anyone has ever met ever. So I didn't want to be super creepy on that. But please hit up Dan with the Mount Peak Sweet Treats as well. We got Craig Bentley on the mic.
Yo.
Whoa. We got Corey Bentley in the chair, in the comfortable chair on the mic.
I don't even think that's on.
What is going? You don't even turn me
there
on.
He is.
I'll turn you on.
Oh, you did with that picture you sent me earlier today. Back in my proper chair.
How do you feel?
In the chair?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels good.
Comfortable, little AC going in here a little bit. It's not. I mean, it's an older house, so it's still kind of warm in here. But the AC
I was
is
left
going.
sitting outside for a while, but that's cool.
Sorry about that, Craig. Though not seated outside.
No.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a shit out right now.
Whoa!
Oh, starting it hot.
Wait, hold on. The bathroom. The bathroom's right over there. Is that what you're?
No, I'd like to do a shit out in case this person listening to the show, you are driving an F-150 license plate CX something I don't remember.
Yeah.
Public service announcement. I don't advocate for somebody to do 55 miles an hour in a 35, but if you're going to drive Green Valley from Auburn to Enumclaw, don't do 30.
Ooh.
What color?
Yeah.
Black. I said
Black?
that.
A black one?
Black F-150.
Okay.
CX something. I forget what it was. But I was so close to the license plate the entire time that I probably should have memorized it.
You should have memorized it. So that's what was frustrating for you. So
Yes.
you would have been here on time.
I would have been here probably 5 minutes early. 5 minutes before I had to be here.
Well,
You've been sitting in the chair outside with me is what you would have been doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So then it wouldn't have mattered.
No.
Yeah. We did have.
I still feel better getting that off my chest.
Do you ride closer? Do you honk? What do you do? You swerve back and forth to get? What do you do to kind of, or do you just
I
kind of?
typically don't do that, but because there's so many curves, I purposely got to where he could see me in both his passenger side mirror and driver's side mirror, depending on the curve.
Did he brake check you at all?
No. And it wasn't a teenager that was learning how to drive.
And it wasn't
an old guy. So I don't know what this guy's problem was.
It was
if he
somebody
knew
that
you?
paid zero attention to you behind.
Yes.
What if he knew you?
I'd say the same thing. I'm ready to roll. Let's go.
All right, Craig's back. Shout out to Chef Kai. That's why I was late. Ran into him at grocery outlet when I dropped off my son's food order, and anyway, that's what made me a little late. But Chef Kai delivered actually 2 weeks ago, all the way out to where he lives next door, and in the backyard is him and his family. They had a little fire going. Their backyard is beautiful. Have you ever been out to Kai Loop's place?
I have not.
Have you ever been to Kai Loop's place?
No.
I haven't either. I just saw it. So it's kind of, but it's
So
very
you've been
beautiful
invited
back
out
there.
the same amount of times we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So how does it feel? How does it feel not to get invited? 4th of July coming up this week. Any plans for the 4th? Corey.
Hopefully watch Craig build a sparkler bomb.
Ooh, Craig.
I had no plans.
Are you going to build a sparkler
My
bomb?
4th is ruined.
If Corey buys me the sparklers to build a sparkler bomb.
I just want to see you put it off in the backyard for Dad to get pissed.
You know that would be funny is if you did walk in with you're not going to let it off but just walk in like it underneath your arm as if
He did it before.
I know he's done it before, but he's not going to do it this time. But he's going to show.
If he had it, he would.
I was not even invited to my parents' house for 4th of July.
Craig, once again, how does that make you feel?
Happy.
That's because you probably got so many other invites because you're so popular.
You are a popular boy.
I'd rather just stay home and do nothing.
Invitation accepted.
But I mean, your nothing is a lot compared to most people's nothing because you got that pool back there. I mean, just right there is an awesome 4th of July.
That is true. Is the weather supposed to be nice? It's supposed to be
I think
hot like this?
It's in the 70s, I think, at least.
Is this too hot for you? Or is this perfect pool weather?
No, this is nice. Then the water starts heating up a little bit, so I don't hear people complain when they come over.
It's a little hot. It's a little hot out.
Great. How just I don't freaking care that much. Not at all. I don't know if I said the word that much because I don't care at all. But like, how many people do you think you've had over so far this year for that pool? Just rough estimate.
I don't know, 50.
Just people you don't even know. Dude, how funny would it be if, what a great prank that would be on me is if you had a full buddy cast garage night at your house, didn't invite me, but then I see pictures from Homer and Holly and the other 2 listeners, and they're just having a great time with it.
He actually opens up his pool during the summer.
Actually, we did, but Dan was the only one that showed up.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Jackson got some texts from his brother, like, is listening.
I don't know if I can speak on this or not. It's top secret.
But you can't say some things, probably. But one thing that he said was...
He found his old episode. I thought you never released it. But he found it.
Well, has it ruined his life yet?
Let's see.
I don't know. See, the thing is, like,
you paid somebody for garage night, and then he wrote back, "Someone had to."
So his brother's texting him saying,
and then
you're paying these people, and he said someone has to.
Hey, they said all your money goes to them and the casino, and then all he typed back was, "Listen to the one from last week."
So Jackson's still a supporter. I double checked; he's still there. So thank you, Jackson, for being there. Yeah, I don't know. I've had this happen before where I've accidentally released a episode out into the ether with the wrong spelling. I had that happen to Dan, or no. Well, I think I misspelled Dan's name, but I've also done that with Painted Horse. What's his name? And he's like, Costello, Billy Costello, and I spelled like a K instead of a C. And he messaged me, and he's like, dude, I just dropped it like immediately, and he's like, can you change that? I'm like, yeah, let me go in there. I changed it, but it kept it's if you search it, it's still out there misspelled, but you shouldn't be able to download it. But I don't know, man. Like, once something's out there, from what I've learned, it's out there.
Those pictures.
Yeah. You ain't never getting those. It's like getting toothpaste back in the tube. That ain't happening.
It's out there.
So sorry, Jackson. Thank you for being a supporter, and thank you, brother, unnamed brother, as well. Thank you for your service of listening to Full Buddy Cast.
For training
purposes only.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Whatever training it is, it sounds like something like
intelligence training.
Antifa right now, like in Portland, is just playing music non-stop at like the ICE centers, like the detention centers, non-stop on like speakers, and it's pissing off the neighbors now. And I now understand that if you are going into training of any sort of intelligence training, they probably are trying to find the most annoying things so that they can build your like resistance to it.
Oh, he did say that too. He said, the guy in charge, can he come do some training for us? Because he might help out.
So your voice is in there.
So yeah, is that what? What's the training? What would be the training?
Was
then?
I wrong? Is that
No,
how,
but you got it. You good.
Yeah,
Craig got it.
yeah, got the joke.
Craig got it.
I got it. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they're probably listening to this at full blast in training in case they have to ever run against somebody that's.
They just play full body cast at him, and they're like, "I give up."
Yeah, they're like, oh my gosh.
It's like-
they're like,
it's
I've
like-
heard this one.
It's like what they played against the aliens in Mars Attacks.
Well, yeah, what was that?
It was a song. I forget what it was though.
Yeah.
It'd be like the same thing.
Just the sweet sound of our voices now.
And then you start to wonder who, like the listeners, are they just gluttons for punishment? Like, are they just like, if I can handle this, I can handle anything?
Yeah, it's like a cold plunge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah. Well, that's
Over and over and over and over and over.
Or it's just 4 people that don't have anything else to listen to.
They don't. They really don't. Feel bad for them actually, but thank you. It keeps us here. The ratio is still 4-3, so
if the ratio flips.
if it ever drops, we have to stop this thing.
3-3, we're good with.
3-3 is still good, and then
Well, actually, we should just have them come in and sit across from us and just talk to them at that point.
Not even record.
Don't even record. It's just garage actual. It is then we're like, oh, we'll do garage night, so then a lot of people can enjoy this, and then we find out only a handful that would actually fit into a garage actually enjoy this.
And they'll show up
Yeah,
and just sit there and listen
and a couple would show up just to protest it.
with loud noises.
Yes, they would play our podcast back to us while we're trying to record a
Which
podcast.
I would not like that at all.
I was thinking about you, Corey.
Okay.
It's almost pumpkin time, dude.
No, it's not.
It's
not even
almost
close.
there. It's like right around the
It's not
corner.
even close.
It's watermelon season.
It is watermelon
How-
season.
How does that differ I mean, I know you don't have them rolling all over the parking lot, but like that's got to be up there with back problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's actually, even though I hate pumpkins more, it's watermelon you do more often.
Oh, okay.
Because pumpkins is all one shot. Watermelon is over and over and over and over again all summer.
So it's a different type of torture.
Yeah.
Would you much rather refill the ice, or would you like the ice coolers, or would you, watermelon? Your choice.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Keep me out of the freezer.
Craig, when you were working for the grocery store business,
Yes.
what was your favorite shift? What did you like being the dairy helper clerk, the frozen food helper clerk?
Well, because I started in high school,
Right.
the 3 to 9 or 3 to 11 was cool. But then once I was out of high school, I'd rather work mornings.
And the 3 to 9s, that was just regular helper clerk, like filling the beer aisle, filling the.
No,
I closed in produce
it was
too.
going back to produce to eat watermelon.
Was it really?
It was. You got to remember when we started,
Yeah.
helper clerk was separate.
Shout out
Right.
Norm
There
for
was-
those who know.
Yeah.
There was there was also 3 helper clerks that were working every night. Remember, there was a variety, there was pop and beer, and then there was whatever the other one was. So you had 3 people that were working every night, and then I was a produce clerk / helper clerk. So you had 4 people from a 3 to 11 or a 3 to 9 shift. They don't have that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it's 3 to 7, one person.
So it was a bit fun also, because you'd have 10, 15 minutes where you'd cross over and BS and whatever. But so I liked working that shift.
You were a fun coworker. You were too, Corey. You were too. Yeah. But Craig, you were a really.
Don't
you were a lot of
spread
fun.
that. Start spreading that. Things happen.
Craig was a lot of fun because, and so I can understand why you have such a tight knit group. But we're because we know we've talked about who you work with, right?
Who I work with now,
Yeah,
thou shall not be named,
right.
Mr. Seth Loop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you friends
Jamie
with
Roberts.
Jamie Roberts? Were you friends with them prior to working with them?
I was with Seth. Jamie, I was not until I started working with him.
And then what about Thou Shalt Not Be Named?
I've been friends with him since like 5th grade.
They came out as
But were you
twins.
like close friends?
Yes.
Friends? Did he get you the job? Did you get him the job, or did you guys apply
I got
together?
him into surveying first.
Okay.
then he got a job at Pierce County, and then I got him the job at Auburn.
And then what about Seth? How did that? Was that just a random chance that
He's actually been at Auburn 9 months longer than I have.
did he get you the job? Or
He put in a good word for me.
okay,
Yeah,
Which
it's a different.
apparently
It's
you
a
can't
different.
do for other people.
It's a. It's. It's.
well, that's probably why.
Yeah. It's a.
They're like, wait, we made one mistake with the Bentley. We can't make another.
But yeah, it's a different group, but he put in a good word.
And then Jamie was just like, did he go to school around here? Did he
No, I don't. He went up north somewhere, and he started. Gosh, I want to say 4 years after me and Seth did. I mean, he hasn't been at the city as long as we have.
Right. But he ended up marrying Morgandy, who's from Enumclaw,
Yes.
which is kind of wild that he now has a tie back to Enumclaw.
Yeah, I
through
think,
that.
I want to say Snohomish or something. I don't totally exactly remember where.
Yeah. And then, is there any other Enumclaw folk that
There are not that you would know.
you don't have to say names, but
yeah,
like
there is a lot of Enumclaw people that work at the city of Auburn.
speaking of Enumclaw folk, Brian Lucas goes to our church and he helps out in the kids ministry too. You know, what I mean by that, I and him, like it's like once a month, like we just go and kind of help out with, you know, being kid wranglers. But he actually asked, he goes, "Hey, you still doing that podcast with Craig and Corey?" And I go, "Yeah, that's actually the only thing I'm doing." Even though Joey texts me, I think Joey just texts me drunkenly like once a month. He's like, "When are we getting on the mics? Let's get on the sticks, bro." And then we'll kind of riff a little bit, and then like today he was like, "Can I get on with you Tuesday, right?" And I'm like, "Sure, whatever." I knew he wasn't going to, which helped me carve out a time for you guys. So don't feel that was awkward. But I didn't forget about you guys at all.
Sure.
Okay. But anyway,
Can we not be in the same room with him?
I told no.
Is that what you're
I
saying?
would love for you guys too. Brian, though, I told him like, hey, I mean, you could. I'd love for you to listen, but you know, so you don't. Might be weird.
Why?
Well, just because I'm in church talking to him at that moment, where I'm like, we sometimes will talk about some.
Midgets.
He knows exactly how we talk. He talks to Carrie at work.
Was that what
Does
what
he
you
work
did?
in the?
He works at Sunrise.
Oh, really?
And shout out to Brian. He just got a house in Enumclaw.
Yeah, he did. Yes, true. He did mention that. I saw him actually moving one day. Well, he was.
Did you help him?
No, I will never. Like my brother-in-law moved, like I said, just into that, and he called me, and I like.
We're sick.
He goes, "Hey, what are you doing June 16th?" And I'm like,
Getting ready.
busy.
Getting ready to celebrate.
got a busy day. It was a Saturday. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Are you sure?" And I'm like, or maybe it's June 15th. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm busy. I can't remember what's on the top of my head right now, but and he's like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "'Cause I got Mariner tickets. I was wondering if you wanted to go." And I'm like, "I thought you," and I even told him, I said, "I thought you were going to ask me to move, and I'm not helping you move." And he's like,
I was, but I wanted to make sure.
It was the Mariners game after we moved in the morning.
and that was the same day that they had all those planned like protests.
It wasn't that bad.
Did you go to that?
No, remember we went up to the Aqua Sox game in Everett.
That same day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Did they have anything going
They
on
did.
there?
They had people walking around with signs.
Craig had a sign. He walked around a little bit.
Free tickets?
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
He had a Free Willy sign.
They actually had some pretty funny signs also. I wish I would have taken pictures because I don't remember what they were, but
Can you have one that off the top of your head?
it was about Trump being from basically hell, but it rhymed. It was like a three,
Like a limerick?
almost like a small limerick. It was actually pretty good.
Carrie's like, that's very good. It's very good. Is anything changed in your life, or is it the same, or is it different from what we last talked about when it comes to?
What did we talk about?
Well, there was a certain someone that was mentioned is that certain someone still?
Or am I still dating? Is that what you're asking me?
If that's how you wanted to answer that, that's what I'm asking. Yes,
Yes.
And her.
Yeah.
And how's that going?
Good.
Is-
I actually went to a shout out here to her. I'll shout out her daughter, Feeny. I went to her dance class. And
Where's that at? Where's that located?
It was in Bonnie Lake, and because her car was in the shop, so I took him there.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and it was the most awkward feeling I've ever had because it was all women with ballet girls,
And you.
staring at me about why I was there.
And then you were like, it's June.
I was like, we're just what I do. I dance. You can't stop me.
I'm the Uber driver.
I was like, where's the class at? Because I'm here to teach.
I'm here. Yeah.
It's a hip hop class, so of course I'm teaching it.
Hey guys, we're gonna do crunk, and
Can't stop, don't stop.
We're gonna do the Superman.
I do the robot and the Homer Simpson. Those are my specialties.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So she's listening still to these, or she's
I
kind of
don't
like
know.
she's kind of moved
Maybe.
on from that. She's like,
I'll find-
One and done.
yeah.
Probably if I had a choice, like I listened to one and I was done.
And then
Like what was that? 6 years ago when I listened to the first one we
yeah,
did.
you haven't heard it. You haven't listened. You ever randomly throw them on now that you have a drive in front? No. You listen. What do you listen to for your drive? Just like
Music.
talk on the phone, or is it just Pandora going?
Music, whatever I'm in the mood for that day.
Craig, do you listen to these, or do you listen to them so that you can make Carrie listen to them?
Every once in a while, I'll throw it on still.
If you know that you're going to probably get some like good, like you're going to score some points with Carrie because maybe we talked about it, talked about her, talked about your guys' relationship, whatever. And
If I know that, I'll just tell her. She won't care to listen to it. She'll just believe that I did it, that I said it.
so you do it every time. Talked about how great you were again. Don't listen. You don't need to.
Happened.
Please don't. Please don't listen. Do you ever get the message from like does Seth every once in a while still listen, or
I have no idea.
has he? Are we just dust in the wind at that
He's
point?
Probably
He's
because
still upset. He doesn't have his loop.
You told him that
thing.
you told him we were done to not pay anymore.
Yeah.
So he just assumes that we're not recording anymore.
He wants.
I
us
think
in the
Jamie
loop
just assumes
category.
that also.
Oh yeah, we got some free listeners. Jamie's one of them. Holly's one of them. Shekinah's one. So we're back on the map, baby, and we've kept the solid 10 again for another month. Thank you, you solid 10. The freebies, you're very solid still, but just not as solid. Holly said I can talk about this, so I'm going to. So if she listens to this, she already knows because we had a long conversation on Saturday. So her dad passed away. About a month ago or so. And so like probably about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, she hit me up and she said, "You've done weddings. Have you done a memorial service or funeral or anything?" And I said, I've done like one of my best friend's mom passed away last year. And so I was kind of a part of it. You know, it's kind of like in there for a prayer and some nice, you know, like memories or whatever, and then I would bring the mic around to anyone that wanted to share anything. And so she's like, "Well, would you like to be at the graveside and perform this ceremony for that?" You know, and she was mentioning about how there's a couple relatives that are, you know, Christian, and that they were wanting someone to kind of do like a Bible verse, couple Bible verses and stuff like that. And so I said Craig Bentley would actually probably.
He probably could quote the verses off the top of his head.
Yeah. No, I said, sure, I'll do it. And the thing that I don't have is a suit. I just don't. I need a suit.
I don't have a suit either. We should go get one.
We should get one together.
I have never had a suit.
Yeah. So like,
Let's go get suits.
how?
Let's record a podcast.
You know what?
In suits.
We should zoot. You know how Homer yeets? We should zoot the whole time,
For your record-breaking podcast, we'll do it in suits.
and we'll just zoot, and we'll cause a riot. And then we'll throw back a bottle of beer.
I just want
Just one bottle?
Just one bottle. Anyway, so I'm a little nervous going into this thing. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know anyone except for Holly. I already feel like Tony thinks I'm the biggest idiot in the world, which is fine because I am. But so
Just go in heartfelt.
well, that's the thing.
fine.
I was like,
You'll be fine.
do I?
I mean, if the goal is that she wants you to just pick some verses that represent life or death or anything else. I mean, it's not like you're picking some. It's not like you can screw it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're picking a verse that is going to mean something, obviously, to the people that are there.
Right.
So it's not like you're making something up off the top of your head that you're going to screw up.
What do you
True.
think? You think you have to like lighten the mood or something? Is that what you're worried about?
Dude, that's a great question because for me, I like to make a joke. I just
Yeah.
made a joke. Hey, it's gonna be Craig. You know, like it becomes heavy and serious, and the next thing I know, I'm just like, ugh, you know. And do I trip and fall? And no, I wouldn't do that. See, that's a joke.
Not in a new suit.
Would I wear the suit inside out?
Not near an open casket or a gravesite either.
No,
Yeah,
can't do
that's
that.
just-
Yeah, it's weird.
That's dangerous.
What if I got a suit like the Talking Heads, and it's just massive on me, and that would be the joke. That would be the
But you have to no sell it the whole time.
what'd you say?
Or a white
You have
suit.
to no sell it. Like, don't talk about why it's big on
It's
you.
just massive
Yeah.
on me, and then I just
A white suit with angel wings.
that would be. What if I like?
He's just on like a lift. It raises him up.
What if I quoted Crossroads?
You just
Like
saying it.
with my Uncle Charles, y'all, you gotta be home. No.
Holly, I think you should check his words before you let him
I was gonna say
speak.
if she's actually listening to this, she's probably like second guessing this.
She should be. This is actually me trying to pull the ripcord on it.
He's in a white suit with wings pulled up, and he's just being, I'll meet you at the crossroads.
So you won't be lonely.
Like, this was a mistake to bring this guy.
So you, and then I look over and it's not even Holly's group; it's somebody else's. I don't know anyone, anyways. And I'm like, but I'm so high up in the air, I see that
half
where I
hour
should
early.
be.
You got half hour early at the wrong spot.
At the wrong cemetery.
It's a whole family that doesn't speak English either, so they don't even know what you're saying.
But they sing it along to the crossroads.
They're like, oh damn.
Yeah. So
They give you some money, they hire you. It's like, keep going.
yeah. They think that it's like
Are you from Full
pay
Buddy
to play
Cast?
where it just keeps going. We've heard this one. I was in a special training. Oh, dude. Yeah. So
You'll do great.
thank you. I'm not planning on it. And the other thing is that
You're not planning on doing great.
no, I mean
That's what that sounded like.
It's a real undersell.
yeah, it's a super.
You're trying to undersell what you're going to bring
Yes.
to the table. I get you.
You guys have all been to a movie where everyone says it's great. You watch it, it sucks, and then you go and this thing sucks, and then you go in there and it's great. It's supposed to be great. I'm gonna be the worst one.
I think you're the greatest of all time.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
I think as long as you do your best, that's all that matters.
Yeah, give it your best shot.
You know what? That's what I'll play. Hit me with the best shot. Far away.
Yeah, you don't want to go there. Don't ask things, Craig. I know what you're going to ask. I know what you're going to ask. He's going to ask how. Never mind. I don't know if we should bring that up.
What?
You can't play "Hit Me at Your Best Shot" at a funeral if somebody got shot.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't get shot.
So
That
you
would be
You got to be
terrible.
tasteful where you use the song.
I was gonna say that, and I let it go.
You did.
I
I
caught myself.
You vibed in my head so much that I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know what he's thinking right now.
You're doing that Jack Nicholson like where you're the anger management. Someone's cruised through here. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. So, do you want to hear a little? I started. This was the other thing that shot me in the gut, and that's again a terrible reference based off of what happened, but that's not what happened. But what I was driving with Jamie, who's super supportive of me of most things, like 99.9%. Like I'll even this podcast she listens to and she laughs. Oh, it was so funny. It was so good. So I was like, hey, do you want to hear a little bit of what I'm planning on saying? And she's like, yeah. And I started talking for the next 15 minutes. And at the end of it, I was thinking, what do you think? She goes, that sucked. That was terrible. Like,
Were you talking about sports betting the whole time?
I was. It's like
Did she say that
it's
was
like death is like the casino.
That was
you go
like-
in there expecting so much, but at the end you're broke.
Sometimes you put your money in, it comes up zeros.
She's like, that was 13 minutes too long.
That's literally what she said. She said, and she goes, you're usually good at this, but that was really bad.
So just do 180 of whatever you did in the first place.
I'm like,
Yo, just go through and cut out
plug what?
the entire middle.
Yeah, no. You guys want to hear a little bit of it?
Let me ask you this.
Do you have a time restraint that they gave
Yeah.
you?
So why?
No,
Why are you? 15 minutes seemed long.
Yeah, that seems like
I mean, are you legit? Like you said, you told her what it was for 15 minutes. Do you really have 15 minutes?
Once
She said Christian, not Catholic.
when you ask Jamie if I have 15 minutes. No,
Yeah.
she goes, you're actually really good at this. That went way too long.
This is the longest that I've ever heard you without having to stop for a breath.
No, yeah, I'm glad yeah.
It just seems long to me.
Well, I did call Holly because I started freaking out about it this weekend. And it was after Jamie told me how terrible I was at it. And so Holly, I don't know him. Like, how big is this? Like, what are you expecting? Are you going to play a slideshow? Are you going to have like some songs or this and that? And,
Am I supposed to dump out a 40 as I'm talking?
what do you think about a white suit and angel wings?
They just hit him with the cross. My guy.
Sammy Sosa. So she kind of like, no, like, a little bit, read some verses, say a prayer. People are going to share a little bit. I've got a song. And so it's going to be easy. You don't have, and she goes, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I think you'd be good at it. But don't, she goes, don't overthink it. Said it 1,000 times to me. Don't overthink it.
So you don't need 15 minutes. You need like 5.
I want to really make an impact. No, yeah, you're right. I'm just probably going to go up there, read some verses, and probably some comforting ones and stuff like that too. Like
I have a really good talk about grief, if you would like it.
yeah. Oh, by the way, I've got a keynote speaker lined up here with me. Corey Bentley is going to open us. He's my opener.
I need about 20 minutes though.
He's got about 20 minutes, and can we wheel him in, please?
Why am I wheeled in?
Because you're going to be also.
Do I have on the wings?
Yes. And then we'll interchange the wings. So then when I talk, just like how we pass a mic, we're also going to pass the wings, and then we'll go.
If you really want to go all out, he could parachute in.
Oh, that'd be good.
Ooh.
That'd be good.
That would be bad if that accident happened though.
That would just the parachute lands on the people.
Yeah. Or I just.
Yeah, I've never parachuted before. And I'm like, we're going to be doing 2 for 1 today.
Whoa.
See, and hopefully,
See how light that is?
Yeah,
see
that's
how light.
See
how you feel right now.
I'm going to do so good. Oh, man. So I am stressing about it a little bit. I woke up at 3:45 yesterday in the morning, and just like that was going on. They said there was a solar flare also that might have disrupted people's sleep, and that was definitely the most anxiety I've had.
That's the opposite for Craig. Solar flares make him sleep deeper. I think it's a ginger thing.
Yeah, it's a reversal. So you can touch my body, you can't touch my soul.
You can't wake him up during a solar flare.
He hibernates. he looks to see if he's gonna get some good night's sleep on Thursday night
Solar
this week.
flare.
That's X10. Sweet.
I'm gonna be in the pool.
I fell asleep in the pool yesterday.
Did you?
Have you done that? Do you do that often?
I was in the tank.
Oh yeah, you can fall asleep in the tank. You ain't going anywhere. That thing's solid.
There's a tank? What are you talking about?
Corey got me a floaty tank.
Yeah.
It's an. I was thinking like a Houdini tank that you'd go down below and
No,
lock
it's like a
yourself in.
floaty, but instead of like
What do you
laying,
think he has
like
a
most people
submarine
do,
for his pool?
you got-
He's like the guy with this. He's like the Titanic guys moving around with a little video game controller.
Like, oh, let me submerge 8 feet.
Just the pressure's so hard here.
So tell me about this tank. It's an inflatable tank.
It's an inflatable tank. Yeah, it's camo.
Dude, is your dad jealous of that thing?
I don't know if he's jealous.
I don't know,
He's
but-
like, I've been in. He's probably like, I've been in a real one.
It's like, that's a B212.
I don't know, but does that shoot water out of a gun when you're drinking beer?
Can you drink other things, or do you have to drink a beer?
Well, you
Which
drink
is
the
better.
water. It's right there.
That's true. But is it? How much was this? Was it on Amazon? What do we?
I don't know.
I think I paid like $40, something like that.
Dude, does your girlfriend know about this?
No, this was last year.
Was like a couple, yeah.
But I feel like if she heard about this, she'd go, "This guy knows how to give good gifts."
She saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was invited to the pool.
So just basically, I just to get on Tinder and just date Corey, so then I can.
You had your chance.
This is bull crap.
So stop sending.
Cool. Glad she just waltzes into your friggin' life, ballet dances in with her daughter, and then I gotta just sit on the frickin' sidelines like.
So I need to
Hey,
ask you. To
I've
stop.
seen her twice now.
Yeah, we went to dinner again the other night
Where'd you guys go?
to the Italian restaurant downtown.
Il Siciliano.
Yes.
How was it?
That was delicious. I had some.
It was good. I hadn't been there in like, it's been a year.
Fruity
year and a
di
half.
Mare? Any Fruity di Mare? That's my favorite one there. You hadn't been there for a year and a half?
Yeah, at least a year and a half, maybe a couple years.
Why?
It was hopping in there.
It's just one of those places I, for whatever reason, don't really go. Most times because I don't want to wait.
Public.
Will you stop sending me your sexy pictures?
The ones?
I'm taking now.
Oh, the one would be, you're like, I want to see a picture of love.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I send it, I'm like, this is going to be someone's team logo next year.
I have it saved just in case.
That's the only way I'm getting into that league.
A picture?
It's just my picture. Good news, Travis, you're in the league. Oh, really? Yeah, your picture is. We wanted to torment somebody.
Probably Lee.
Oh, that would be good.
You know what would be good, and I will give you full permission of it, is if you made one of those T-shirts with my face plastered all over it, and then you gave that to Lee, and he'd have to wear it as punishment for his, for being in last place. But he's not last place.
But that would be anybody's punishment because it would have to be voted on ahead of time.
Yeah.
Which I think would be a good punishment.
Well, yeah, pretty much all 10 of us would not want to wear it.
The
so.
Kenny special.
It'd be, yeah. It would be, yeah.
All 10 of us would not want to wear
Actually-
that. So, yes.
Do you have to wear it downtown one night for the King of Coal Street?
Yeah. Yes.
And you have to let him hang out with you.
Yes.
That'd even be better.
and
Oh, we should vote this in. I like this.
and it's a suit.
Who is paying for this suit
I think
of
that
faces? Because
I feel like everyone, if you just tacked on an extra $10 on the buy-in, and then that would just pay for the punishment. I think people would be okay with that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're back to a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Or tattoos. They'd have to get a
I can make some temporary tattoos.
it's a temporary tattoo of that picture, and it'd have to be how big, right on their back.
It'd be as big as that shit happens tattoo on Lambo's chest.
I hate being this punishment butt of the joke, but anything to be a part of it, you know. My phone's banging. So you guys, just give me a second. By the way, could you imagine recording in the podcast room right now?
Craig would be complaining.
The heat would
We
be.
did that before.
I know we have, but isn't this nicer?
Yes.
It's always nicer.
Hit pause. What are you
No,
doing?
here. So.
You got something
Yeah, I
over
got
there?
something.
Yeah.
So, is your old number? No, I'm not. You're not even in part of this conversation anymore. Did it end in 4916?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. So 18 sent a text last night to me and you, although it's your old number, so he obviously doesn't have your new number.
For a reason. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a jerk and I have to live in Puyallup.
It says, "Hey, you boys looking to come out of retirement tonight?" And I kind of thought that was your number, so because I didn't know who it was. But then I'm like, oh, I go, seems pretty warm outside. Retirement seems nice floating around in my pool. And he wrote, that is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Is you playing softball?
Yeah, I think you wanted a guy last night to
I'm sure he
Oh,
did.
who's that?
come to play softball.
Who's that?
18.
Jamie played 18 the other day.
At golf?
Oh, so it's co-ed and he couldn't even get enough guys on the team?
On Mondays, it's co-ed. Yeah.
Oh, that's what he wanted me to go play last night.
He probably needed another woman.
Oh, sweet burn.
Oh God!
was so good.
You walked right into
That was
that,
really
dude. Dude,
It was going to be like a ladybug situation.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. You never seen Ladybugs?
What? With
oh
Rodney
yeah,
Dangerfield?
Like the Disney film or whatever it was. That
It was
probably
Rodney
the
Dangerfield.
1987 or whatever.
It was
when I
Rodney
watched it.
Dangerfield.
And what's
And the
his
guy
name
from
Sequest?
Sequest.
Sequest guy. I forget his name.
The kid.
Yeah.
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 He was in Saved by the Bell once.
And Sidekicks.
Oh, yeah, he was. That's a good movie.
Should we?
Let's plug that. If you haven't seen Sidekicks, go check it out.
Have you thought about what you're gonna getting a projector for your pool, like where you would watch a movie against?
No, we had this conversation. I have the TV that I roll around.
I know that, but like, have you thought about upgrading?
No.
Okay.
Why, you pitching in?
If I'm invited, I will pitch in for a projector.
Hey, don't worry, Craig. I have a projector. You don't need him.
Craig would be like, "Yeah, I will. You're invited to the pool.
Every time I use the projector, you can come.
Yes.
No, he'll make up something where it's like
It would no
Tuesday night at 5, and then he's not even there.
Yes. No, it would be like, yeah, you can be there September through February or March. Anytime you want to jump in, it's open. Go for it. And then
And then you put the cover on.
put the cover on. Exactly. After I jumped in.
He really wanted the podcast to end.
That'd be a crazy snapped.
We could do a podcast about his murder, like trying to find out what happened.
Dude.
Well, he's the one that didn't want to have to bring over all the stuff like before. I said we could have the podcast again at the pool, and he didn't want to do it.
It's true. It's 100,000% true. Plug walk. Have you seen those guys do the plug walk song?
I don't even know what that is.
On Instagram? Plug walk.
I don't use
even
Instagram.
know where my plug talk. Skirt.
Instagram. Pfft. Who uses Instagram?
These guys like sing old timey ways to like rap songs that are current rap songs, and so they're catchy, but they have like a one hit wonder. It's one of those things where it's like, hey, that's a cool idea, but you cannot sustain this.
Like the
there's
Mini Bosses?
No way.
Like Mini Bosses?
What's that?
They did instrumental for video game songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
That's such a so. Madden is trying to figure out how to what songs to walk down the aisle to, and so I said you should do these songs, piano, hip hop. So her parents are walking down to Gangster's Paradise, but piano version, and it's like slow and melodic. What do you got going on, Corey?
I have some stuff from Jackson I forgot.
Yeah, go ahead and read them.
So I was supposed to get on the record that he was upset about our hardest working person comment on the last podcast.
Sorry about that.
And he said that my niece's boyfriend must be the hardest working person that age other than him. He wanted to get that on the record that he is the hardest working person.
You know what? If I can, I'm going to put that in the title.
And then he said in August.
Wait, he wants this for his job interviews and stuff. So I'm going to put Jackson Zidek, hardest working guy.
In August, he wants 5 mics set up here.
Ooh.
And he wants him to have a podcast with Connor and ask him the last time he talked to him was when he won his fantasy league and then kicked him right out of it. So he wants to have that conversation on the podcast with Connor.
That would be awesome, except 18 won't show up.
Yeah, 18. We'll have to show up to him. You know what? He might come to the pool, though. Maybe that's when we do the pool. Because Connor will go to the pool, and then we go...
He's only invited to my house once a year.
And then Chris Hansen walks out, a.k.a. me, with a mic and says, what are you doing here?
That'd mean I'm inviting him more than once a year.
Yeah, because he comes to the draft.
What did Connor do? Like, what was it where he had you and then he lost you?
He spilled salsa in the pool.
He did.
Was it that?
No, it was when he didn't rent to Corey.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Shot through the heart. And
Corey being Enumclaw right now would be so much better. His life would be so much better right now if he
There's so
would
many
have been.
songs about getting shot.
Hey, can I sing that? Or are you going to get like copyrighted?
No, please don't.
Well, I already did.
It doesn't sound like it.
What do you mean?
You can sing the normal version. You just can't play the actual
I
version.
sound angelic with that.
No,
I
you
don't
did
know what
not.
you're talking about. Yeah, that's why Craig is on my side.
Yeah.
Holly Graff said, question, any ideas for summer volunteer work for a 15-year-old in town?
Cleaning Craig's pool.
No, I have to pay him.
It's a girl, too.
It's volunteer work.
You don't want to have a girl,
Ooh,
15-year-old
that might get-
intern
that might get a
cleaning your
little-
pool. Chris Hansen will show up.
But she said volunteer work.
Yeah, either way.
Plus, I've heard numerous times from Carrie that she has 2.5 months off of school that she cleans the pool, so it's okay to have the time off. So we'll have to make sure that she continues to clean the pool.
Oh, she wants to clean the pool. Just like she wants to do the dishes and wants to vacuum that. Volunteer work. You should know what's going on in town. What's going on in town for volunteer work, Jeff?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't know.
Pennies from heaven.
Homer messaged Reggie Miller, haha.
Yeah, Reggie
Go
Miller.
Pacers, Game 7, winner take all.
How'd that work out? Ah.
Not great. That's a young Thunder team, too. A lot of Thunder ahead of them.
I think that I really think the Pacers would have won
That injury.
if it wasn't for Reggie Miller.
His head was weighting to one side.
I think Reggie Miller wanted Halliburton to get hurt so he could still say he was the best Indiana Pacer to play in the playoffs.
I don't even think you can still say that anyway.
I'm just saying why I think.
What is this? Is that Scalabrini?
Yes.
Yes, he shared it
Craig saw this, but I don't think Corey did because he doesn't have.
because he doesn't look at Facebook.
He has a Facebook.
What's Facebook?
Scalabrini. Mitch Fullman mailed me this.
Oh,
a
that's
signed,
a signed one.
Boston jersey of Scal. Scal, you're
Why does it see Bostan?
Boston because it's with it's Boston. It's with the accent. You didn't know that? Boston.
It's a boat like Boston.
Oh man.
You gonna hang that up in here?
Yeah. I think my dad. I want my dad to.
He actually might have touched that wall.
He's
You probably touched every wall.
he's
in
probably
here.
touched this entire house because
Yeah.
he used to live here.
So no matter where you hang it, it's like where it belongs.
Well, I did say you're
You
home.
should-
You're
hey,
home now.
You know what? You should actually ask Jamie because chances are
What did we
you
say?
should hang it up. You should hang it up over your bed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You really want it to be home.
I was just gonna have her wear it, and nothing else.
Or that.
Like the Hanes commercial. Me and my brother.
He'd be screaming though. Don't smudge the autograph. It's important to me.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Just take it off.
I also got a Sherman jersey signed. Actually, Jamie got that one.
The Niners jersey.
Yeah. No, it's a Indiana Pacers one with Reggie Miller on it. Boom. What else? Do you ever? When are you gonna get back on social media?
I have an Instagram now. I got one.
Are you still? Is it the real Corey Bentley?
Yeah, it's actually got my name on it. I'm on Instagram.
What?
Did you know that?
No. I'm not on Instagram, so I don't know.
That's why I did that one because he wasn't on that one.
I'm all about
He's a
Elon.
He's a tweeter or a whatever it's called now. Xer.
X.
What?
I'm an X. I love X.
Okay, so wait, Maverick Wild is still. That's the one.
Oh, did I have one before?
Yeah,
Oh no, that one's dead.
I requested that one. I got booted. And this is Corey Bent.
Yeah, it's just Corey Bent.
Corey's Bent. Corey Bentley. Oh, CJB Maverick?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
yeah. I have two people on here, so I
Well,
might.
now you get 6 because the 4 listeners will probably want to.
Heck yeah, we're back, baby. Corey's back on the social media.
Probably not. I reject every.
Craig, do you ever see other people's comments? Like Homer.
I commented on his.
No, do you ever see not the Facebook one, like
Oh.
like on X and stuff like that, where you'll
No.
see like on Real or like on. Some people just they don't have an editor, and you're just like zooming in on it. Like Homer is
I don't even think I follow anybody that I know on X. Or I mean,
you and I do,
Oh, you
but
don't
I don't
post anything.
I don't. I'm a
So I don't
lurker.
see
We've talked
anything.
about that. You lurk too. When do you leave for your trip? By the way,
End of this month.
when is that? Like
Well, usually the end of the month is towards the 30th.
is it going to be the 30th?
Now we leave the 25th.
Probably towards when July turns into August, somewhere in there.
Are you going to go to the King County Fair?
I don't know.
Did you propose there?
Yeah.
So is it
When
just
the fair was cool.
so now? When was the last time you went to the fair?
When he proposed.
No, I was there. I don't know, probably maybe 2-3 years ago. Whatever it was, they didn't have a booth or they didn't have rides. One of the two. The year I went.
That was like
Is that
That
the
was-
COVID year?
no, because
They didn't have
COVID
it that year. I thought.
COVID they didn't have it, but
Yeah.
but they had it. Like you're talking like right after the recession. Like that's like 2012. That's like 3 years ago.
Oh. Whatever. I don't know.
You should go. We should go. I'm going Thursday the 17th.
I'm leaving the 16th.
That's middle of the month. I know that. That's not end of the month.
I don't know. I don't
sleeping.
know. Maybe. I'll say maybe.
Dude, you should check it out again. You're freaking empty nesters. Go do something. Go sit in the beer.
We're always gone.
Go to the beer.
Are you going to pick me up?
I won't, but
I'm out.
but
Ooh, we could do a triple date.
that's what I'm wondering.
Because I'd be in Puyallup because somebody didn't rent to me. So I have to come back to town.
Yeah. Shit out on 18.
Yeah.
And then do you pick me up?
Well, let me ask you this.
What is that? What day is that?
It's Thursday. Thursday the 17th. So
Thursdays are a tough day.
I might be off Friday after work
Thursdays are
too.
a tough day.
let's do this.
Getting hammered at the fair.
Just puking scones. He's just freaking zipper. Craig just getting off, running out of the exit, getting right back on,
Who are these middle-aged
showing
men?
his wristband as he gets on.
There's
Again.
3 middle-aged men at the fair running around. We need to have them checked out, please.
Are you? Where does we don't have her name yet, which we don't have to have her name. But does she live in town?
Yeah.
Do you have an opportunity?
Would you? Her name's Sabrina.
Do you have? Oh, that's right. We talked about this. Do you have an opportunity to, when your lease is up, possibly go and hang out and maybe re-enter Enumclaw residency?
That's a weird way to ask me if I'm moving back.
Yeah. Think you punch
That
in?
was very awkward. I was awkward sitting here watching you ask.
Think you'd put your body
Yeah.
back into
Maybe I'll
the
transport my
982.
body back into Enumclaw.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Maybe by then 18 will have a place to rent.
That's not till next April, so
Oh, so you have a year at least.
Yeah.
And if you break it, it sucks.
yeah. There's a cop right there. He'll probably arrest me.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not what he said.
Do you rent from him?
No.
Oh.
I met my person I rent from though for the first time. They knocked at my door.
Did they were you picturing what were you picturing what you saw?
I knew it was an older couple, but I wasn't expecting to ever see them because I rent through a company.
Right.
So I wasn't like, who are you and why are you here? And
okay.
she told me. And then she wanted to do like work on the house. I'm like, all right, whatever. You do what you want.
They have to give you like 30-day notice of that.
She didn't come in.
They still have to give you like 10
They're
days.
doing work though. What difference does it make?
Well,
It's
they-
better in the house.
It was like outside work. She
Did
wanted
you
to do.
ask her to do it?
No.
See, that's different.
She
then.
asked me if I wanted a garden, and I said no. I'm allergic.
Oh, that's right.
And then so we're just gonna have somebody like rip out everything and take care of it.
Oh, so you're
It's
like,
cool.
So you're like, wait a second. You're like, sorry, I don't go outside unless there's a pool. Did you bring up a pool?
I asked if she would put one back there, yeah.
And
And she said no because you'll probably invite Travis over.
Dang it.
She's Because I got to listen to your podcast.
Believe it or not.
It's part of your background check.
Yeah.
You actually were going to get a better unit. Until I
We
was
downgraded you.
all right. Well, so I'll be going to Chelan middle of July.
You just said you're gonna be at the fair.
Yeah, how are you going to go on the
17th.
fair?
It's going to be the day after. I'm going to go one night, and then go to Chelan. No Vegas trip till September. This is it's killing me. It's literally
You want to go?
killing me.
You want to go to Vegas in October?
I am.
See Adam Sandler?
I'm going.
To see Adam Sandler?
I'll go with you.
What are you thinking about it?
What dates?
It's Halloween.
31st.
It's on Halloween
Yeah.
It's all
for Hubie Halloween.
It's all Sandler's Eve.
No, I mean it's the 29th and 30th.
Okay,
I think.
actually, I'm going the week before then. Sorry.
It's like Friday and Saturday, I think.
That sucks. I would have gone, but I'm going with my daughter and her new husband at that time because he's not married. They're not married yet, and my wife. My wife. But I'm going to go to Circa and I want to watch football, and you can't do anything about it.
I'm gonna stay at Circa.
Are you really?
I stay on Fremont every time I'm there.
But not for softball. What
This
a
will be the
weird
first time.
What a weird
If we do go, this would be the first time.
3 nights kind of thing. 2 nights.
We had talked about would that be 1-2 nights? And then-
Depends on if Adam Sandler calls him over.
Dude, what if he became so?
But chances are I'm not going to go, and I'm going to end up going to the one at Seattle Climate Pledge on Wednesday.
Or I'm going to go to Painted the Grass instead.
Is Adam Sandler there?
Yeah, Painted the Grass with Adam Sandler. That was pretty cool to see the Waterson's truck, the big dumper thing. Did you see that?
No.
So the Waterson's big blue dump truck, they posted it for sale. I want to say like a month, maybe in May. And then Reed and Ryan, they both posted about how the Seattle Mariners and a good friend of theirs or whatever hooked it up. And for the big dumper night, which was last night, they put the big dumper truck, and it was their blue dump truck. And so they were on TV. The truck was on TV. It was Cal, his big old face, it was a sticker, like a big head, driving it. And it was parked out in front of the stadium or whatever.
Hopefully it helps him sell it, huh?
I don't know if it's still for sale unless the Mariners bought it. But, yeah, they had Cal night where it's like T-shirts that were I Heart Cal, but the heart was a peach emoji. And because he's a big dumper. And then he crushed a home run. We got to 33 by June 30th, tying Ken Griffey Jr. As the fastest Mariner to get to 33 home runs by June 30th. So there, put that in your knowledge brain.
How are they doing?
Mariners second. They're
6 games back.
They're 6 games back, but they're 2 games up, 2.5 games I think for wild card. So they're in the wild card position right now, but they're behind Houston by 6.
It is Houston because they have the best record in the entire month of June.
Yeah,
What happens after the All-Star break?
we suck. That's why I did the fastest to 30. But are we getting close to 90? That's a great question, Corey. Remember when I made that bet? Huh? Remember? Huh? I said
It's hard to remember all your bets.
90 wins by the end of the season. And we're almost to the halfway point, and they're at 44, which would be 88 if you double it. But they have like a 5 or 6 game stand right now between now and the All-Star break.
It's going to be close.
We're on pace.
I hope they ended 89.
I bet you would.
I hope you win.
Thank you, Corey.
You're welcome.
And that's why you
Got this chair.
got the chair. And you didn't.
I hated that chair last week.
You
Or
you
whenever I
wouldn't
was.
stop talking about it.
Whenever it was.
He
we
only did
this.
that to try to get to me. That's what he enjoys.
That's true. So you're right. You know what? Thank you. And now he's trying to get to you again, saying how much he hates it, and it's not a big deal.
It's not.
Nothing is.
How would you? Has anyone asked you guys about this podcast? Oh, you still do the What's it about? What do you say?
Stupid talk.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Say it just like that.
A bunch of
Stupid talk.
bunch of nonsense.
Yeah. I say that. But what do you say?
I say it'd be like hanging out in a garage, having beers with your buddies, whatever you talk about, we could talk about on this show.
Yes.
Literally what it is.
And then they say, where can you find it?
And I say anywhere you can find a podcast.
I say
And YouTube.
in the cloud.
YouTube without video.
Strictly against the video. Corey, when someone asks you at the podcast, how do you describe
Very
it?
rare.
But
very rare.
No, I didn't ask how many times.
Oh.
But when someone asks, hey,
Once.
what do you say to them about it? How do you describe it? How did
It's a
that
bunch
one
of
time?
rambling nonsense that has no
Value to-
script or reason for anything except for questions. So people, please send us questions.
I've actually told people also it's 1 hour segments of my life I'll never get back.
Without questions, then he just gets nervous and tries telling us stuff.
It's like those. Video montages of someone taking a picture of themselves over the course of every day for over the course of 5 years. But these are video. It would be interesting to hear the sound of your guys' voice earlier in the if there's hope, if there's excitement, this is fun.
Mine would be almost identical. Put them side by side, they'd sound exactly the same.
Yeah. And then Corey?
I've been through maybe an up and down.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Probably sounded like despair.
Just like life.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Wait, were you married at the beginning
Yeah.
when we started this thing?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Dude,
God, that's been
it
a
feels
long
like
time.
10 years then. Was this the thing that ruined your
Yeah.
marriage?
Or saved it from continuing.
This is what it was.
This is what it was. This was the nail in the coffin.
She was like,
I want to have
I
hobbies.
don't like you.
I want to have hobbies like you have hobbies.
Those hobbies are different hobbies.
Way different hobbies.
So
Completely opposite. Shout outs. We already shitted out the Ford F-150 black truck.
I'll
CX.
shit out Connor again.
Shitting out Connor. He's probably driving that Ford F-150.
Yeah, probably.
It probably was him.
but I hope it was now. He drives something else though.
Yeah, drive some Pathfinder or something like that.
Wife's gone. Hello? What's up?
Kind of
you're live.
beer do you want?
What kind of beer do I
Ooh.
want?
Oh.
Yeah.
What are we having? Are we doing like barbecue or are we doing an actual dinner?
I thought we were doing charcuterie.
Ooh, it's gotta be, can't be Miller Lite or Bud Light or Coors Light then. Let's go, man. What do you drink Bodie? Do you drink that?
Did you think you were talking to me that whole time?
Well, after the first hello, I realized it was someone different.
I'd like a nice spritzer.
How's your Blantons looking?
No Blantons, and I don't know where you think I have all this money to be doing a charcuterie board.
Hey,
Already-
is there-
I-
Grocery shopping.
I got the charcuterie. I already bought it.
You said I thought you needed me to pick up
oh
charcuterie.
snap!
I said if you read your texts,
Oh, here we go.
got some charcuterie for tonight.
Podcast going after another marriage.
Oh, I thought it said get some charcuterie for tonight. Okay, well I'll put that away. Okay.
Nice. Now you can afford Blantons.
Finally,
They have
Hey.
Blanton's at
I don't have
grocery
Blantons,
store?
But if you
Yeah.
want something
Really?
else,
hey, can you
Yeah.
find the apostrophe?
what kind do you want?
Can you find the apostrophe?
I don't have that.
Can you find it though?
I'm trying.
Okay. How hard?
It doesn't exist.
It's being annoying.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I need to get tortilla chips still.
Okay. That's the best charcuterie cracker.
What did you get for charcuterie?
I got
Meats.
goat cheese. I got
Arby's
a
meat.
garlic spread, a garlic whatever, like soft cheese spread.
Great poupon.
I got
Is he
a.
gonna eat habanero jam?
Cheese whiz.
Don't we have that? Or did you
I-
toss it?
Well, I was going to probably toss it.
Yeah,
Cheese whiz?
then I
Just
didn't.
refried
Then I
beans.
didn't get that.
That's the
but
best
I got
board.
rosemary
Okay.
crackers.
Okay.
Cream cheese.
I got a hard Gouda block,
Ooh,
Okay.
Kraft singles.
and then I got like a
a Lunchable.
petrified sausage. And that's not the charcuterie board.
Gross.
But no, I did get like one of those like dry aged
Salami.
sausages.
All right, I gotta go. There's like 10 people waiting for liquor.
I'll take Woodinville too. Woodinville or
Ow.
hopefully she brought me something.
I hope she just buys Lunchables.
Kellen Hall, Adam Kenny Art, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Jared Skelly, Ben Illman, Jamie Kenny, Jackson Zyduk, Cameron Stratton, Jackie Van Hoof, free members, Trudy, whoever you are, Katri Hoban, Sage Hills Golf and RV Resort, Anthony Wright, Mayor, almost. I think he's the only one that's going to be running for the mayor. So that'll be future mayor Anthony Wright. Jamie Roberts, Shekinah, and Holly Graff. Holly, I appreciate you. Shout out to you as well for putting up with my antics and everything that's going on with the memorial service. So see how that goes. Corey, shout out, shit out.
Shit out to anybody involved in trying to make me Employee of the Month at work.
Are they working on that?
They're just. And then shout out to Jared. He brought his dogs up, and we had a dog park day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm
done.
Over in Puyallup?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool. Shout out to Jared, the guy that still listens.
Doesn't ask
Any questions at all because it's not really football season. You have to engage your brain.
He can ask non-football questions.
I feel like he should do that, but I think he only gets enjoyment.
He watches F1. You could ask questions about that.
Yeah, F1 questions.
The new F1 movie. Brad Pitt.
True.
That was Ford vs. Ferrari.
There's a new F1 movie with Brad Pitt in it. Was Brad Pitt in
Craig,
that movie anyway?
Craig,
I think you're just making whatever.
Craig, you want to shout out Carrie so you can tell her that you talked about how great
I'll
she
still
was?
tell her whether I do it or not.
I'd
like to shout out
every night.
I like to shout out the people at Safeway trying to make
Yes.
Corey
Yes.
Employee of the Month because he obviously is the best employee in produce.
I threatened
and hardest working.
I threatened to do things to get out of there. I'm like, you can't make somebody who just got written up Employee of the Month, can you?
Yeah. You just walk around without your apron and your wiener out.
Whoa. You have to wear an apron when you do that. And it's called
Wait, what?
and it's called a tummy cape.
Oh, I thought you had like an actual term of having your wiener out while you've got an apron on. I was like, do people actually do that? It's terrible.
Didn't you see that commercial? The insurance commercial where they're like, it's called a tummy cape.
It's pretty good. I would also like to shout out the Enum Claw Safeway Employee of the Month, Corey Bentley, future
Employee of the Month. Screw that.
Employee of the Week.
Employee of the Year.
Employee of the Year. Yeah. Yes. Pumpkins.
Employee of the 21st Century.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I don't think there's an award for that.
We're gonna make it. I know some people that work there.
Yeah.
I'll see if it can happen.
Yeah, I'm already avoiding a picture and a little blurb about me. So
You just double middle fingers wherever you're walking around, just in case you get a candid.
I'd also like to take this opportunity to say, if Corey is Employee of the Month, I'd like somebody to give us whatever the write-up is so we can add it to the Courier Herald.
Yeah. Oh yes, front page.
I shouldn't even bring this up.
If someone could, if they do have that photo, if they could take a picture and send it to me, I will post it on the Full Buddy Cast page as well.
Ooh, yes.
Let's get this guy viral and trending.
I will quit
Quit what?
everything.
Life.
And then in my letter of why I quit will be everybody's names.
Dan, if you're listening and you want to give back to the podcast as much as you've given us already, if you
Wait, is my $15 gift card still good that nobody got?
yes,
I still have it. I found it.
I think, or Jackson, when you come out in August, if you get some glossy photos of the picture of, like it's a headshot,
Just
and
an
then
8x10.
give it to people to come up and ask you for an autograph, would you sign it?
No.
What if it was a kid?
I'd punch him.
I will stand outside Safeway and hand out dollar bills
Oh yeah.
along with it.
Yes.
If they get a
Am
signature.
I on the dollar bill?
Yeah.
Nope. Real money. Real money to go ask that guy to sign this for you.
Hopefully around pumpkin time.
I'll be like, hey,
Get you on a good day.
You
hey,
can take a selfie. Also.
hey, kid, go read a book. I'm not a role model.
Yeah. You're like you're like
I work
mean
here.
You're mean Joe Green and like, hey, you want a Coke? And you, hey kid,
Like, do you want this to be your future? Get out of here.
toss him an apron. You're like, here's a tummy cape.
Get out of here. This is going to be your future. Don't get stuck.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I think that'd be,
Those are terrible ideas.
you'd be the big grumper instead of the big dumper. That's what be a good nickname for you.
I'm not grumpy.
But you will be when people are asking for your autograph and stuff.
I only signed. Never mind.
Melons,
Skin. Melons.
because you're in produce.
That's weird.
Ooh, if somebody bought a actual honeydew melon and asked you to sign it, would you do it?
I'd do that just generally, yeah.
No one's approached you for the gift card, so you know no one's gonna come up. You're like, yeah, I'll even give them $100.
I have no problem signing a honeydew.
No one's gonna do it.
I even carry a marker with me at work, so it's good. We're good to go.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Happy 4th. Be safe. Be young. Have fun. Drink Pepsi. Not a sponsor. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.
Goodbye. Diet Pepsi. Ray Charles.